and welcome back to my kitchen. So today I'm doing another mukbang with loads of Indian food, an Indian feast, and let's get a thumbnail. So I've got some paneer and spring onion samosas, some chicken sweet corn and pepper spring rolls, hope it's focusing. Some simple boiled rice with cumin seeds inside, garlic and parsley naan bread, and some cream chicken. Oh, my hand is heavy. I made my own recipe, so please do check it out. And a bit of mango lassi. I didn't have time to make my own, so I did just buy a bottle of the stuff. Ooh, that's good as well. So let's start. I don't think I have enough space to eat everything like this, so I'm going to have to try to spoon some into my plate and just move stuff around. Let's start with some of the rice. So hungry for this as well. Figured since I'm Indian, it's about time that I should do a Indian food mukbang. Don't you think? I was a little worried actually when I was making the chicken that I might have added too much cream to my curry. I think that every time I make this dish and whenever I taste it, I'm like, actually no, it's good. It always works out fine. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the naan here. And let's spoon some of the chicken in. Oops. I think it's cooled down slightly because I was trying to just get some footage. We almost lost some there. That would have been sad. So let's just spoon plenty of that in there. Just thinking how I should set this out. So I might just take a moment to sort that out. Sorry. Okay, so I just set it up a little bit differently because there just wasn't enough space. Don't worry, the table's perfectly clean. I clean it all the time. So let's get started with this. I actually wanted to talk today a little bit about the Veronica Wang drama that's going on. It's crazy. And I actually thought I'd do Indian food mukbang when I saw hers because I thought it was quite good. I liked that she tried to use her hands and really get in there, and it was nice. That's so good. I love cream chicken. I think it might be one of my favourite types of curry. It's just really nice and mild and it's so good. Let's try some of them. Rice. I thought it was quite funny when she was trying to eat with her hands and she couldn't do it. I'm used to eat with my hands since I was a kid though. If I didn't, my parents would be like, you should know how to, you should because you're an Indian and stuff like that. So I hope you can see it properly though. I've got some extra tissues just in case. The only sad thing is my food has gone a little cold. So I know that there's all that drama still going on. Veronica Wang copy striking her channel. Nick Ricardo, the back and forth between them. I was just thinking, I don't agree with what she did. I think my favourite combination is curry and rice. I like Naan too, but that's just what I prefer. So there's just been this back and forth between them. Loads of drama channels, like, taking the mick out of her a little bit. Like, I understand it and stuff, like, in the first place it was kind of funny, I can't lie, it was kind of funny, but then I think it also became a bit much. It started to border on bullying. I don't know, I've seen some of the videos and it's just getting a little bit nasty. I'm not like a huge fan of her or anything like that, you know. I don't have anything against her per se, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just kind of think it's kind of going a bit too far. I think this is definitely my favourite type of samosa. Paneer and spring onion. It's just so good. Hope you can see. I need a better camera. Let's try one of the spring rolls. I don't know how well you can see it, but they're actually homemade. Me and my mum made the samosas together because she knows they're my favourite, and she said we can just make a big batch and I can take them back with me and fry them up whenever I feel like. And the spring rolls were made quite a while ago and we just froze them. Because we're redoing our kitchen, just giving it a full redecorating thing, she had to get rid of the old freezer, and it would have meant that a lot of the spring rolls would have gone to waste. So I said, no, I'll take them, don't be throwing them away. So I just took a bag. Sushi will love them. So anyway, back to Veronica Wang and Nick Ricardo. I like watching the channels, to be honest. I didn't at first, it took me a bit of time. Because they're both quite eccentric characters, Nick Ricardo especially. It took me a bit of time to get used to him, but I started to enjoy it more and more. stuck right in my teeth. And I thought, Veronica Wang doesn't seem like a bad person. And I think the thing is with YouTube, fans tend to think if you do anything wrong, it immediately makes you a bad person. But it's just that one thing wrong. It doesn't, I don't know. And I think she genuinely copy striked that channel, maybe out of ignorance or because she can't take criticism. I've noticed that with her. She doesn't like to take criticism and she doesn't take it well. But I don't agree with what she did. I don't think she should have copy striked them. And I do think she should apologise. And I think that's made it worse because she keeps making new videos, not apologising, instead going on a rant and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think it necessarily makes her a bad person. All I see are random channels getting thousands of views because they're talking about Veronica Wang, taking the mick out of Veronica Wang. And that's the trend I've been noticing. And it's a very easy way to get views. I know it's easy for me to sit here and say that when I'm doing it myself. I'm talking about all this drama and stuff, but it's just something I've noticed. People constantly bringing it back to this, and somehow SAS ASM, the ASMR channel. I'm not too into ASMR, so I don't know the channels too well. She's basically gotten away with it. It's been Veronica Wang who's gotten all the criticism here. And I think, okay, that's not very fair, and it's a lot to kind of burden on one person. I'm not saying, you know, just forgive everything everyone does, but there's a point where it reaches bullying, and that's when I think it's not okay. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about the situation, but that's just what I've noticed. Maybe you'll disagree. Probably will disagree with me, but I just don't like bullying. I don't like when people take things too far and then further and further and further. I just see a girl who can't handle criticism, she can't take it well. She's dealt with it the wrong way because she gets maybe too hurt by it or I'm not trying to excuse her or anything like that, but I did. And one thing that came to my head when I first saw Shookbang's initial video, you know, with Veronica Wang and Stephanie Sue, it was funny. It doesn't come across as nasty or anything, but the comments in Veronica Wang's actual video became quite nasty afterwards, and I think she must have taken that quite badly and reacted the way she did. I mean, I'd be quite hurt with all my fans, just not that I have any right now, but if my fan base, or if I had a big fan base and they all kind of backlash. I don't know. Yeah. I did like her Indian food mukbang. So, here's my yarn. It's quite good with the tamarind sauce. The lassi could be better though. That's my own fault for not making it. It needs more mango. It's a bit too yogurty for my liking. But I guess some people prefer that. I just like to taste a bit more mango. It's funny though, in Bradford, where I was born, I don't live there right now, but there's one restaurant which is really popular, really super popular. And I think the food is nice, but it's not my favourite restaurant. It could be better, I think. I always find when I get chicken from there, it's always quite dry, and the curries are too spicy. I mean, even my parents, who are really good with spice, they can't handle it. And if you tell them, they won't really do anything about it. They'll just, I don't know. I think if you can't eat the food because they've made it too spicy, without saying it would be really spicy, by the way, they should do something about it. Because at the end of the day, you're paying for that food. A lot of money for that food. The food is generally nice, but the mango lassi is a bit hit and miss. Like sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's so watery. And their service, well, my sisters say that whenever they go there with some friends, just maybe a few of them, just some friends, they notice they feel rushed. Like the waiters will keep butting in the conversation straight away, like the moment you've sat down, not even had a chance to look at the menu. They'll come, they'll ask, what do you want? They haven't even seen the menu. So my sisters will say, just give us some time to look at it. So they'll say, okay. And then a couple of minutes later they'll come back. When it's clear they're still not decided. I mean, they've just about settled in. They're probably having a chat with their friends. It's part of the experience. You're going to take your time a little bit. And, oh, my stomach made some weird noise then. And so yeah, the waiters will keep like interrupting the conversations. They won't give them any time to think. And they also notice that the waiters rush them. You know, when they're finished, like they'll barely be finished. Or they'll stop eating for a moment and it looks like the waiter's already ready to clear the table. It's like, there's still food, ask. You know, you can't just start clearing things away without asking. understand it's a busy restaurant, a really busy restaurant, they want the customers and stuff, but at the end of the day, if you're there, they shouldn't treat you like that either. Like, they shouldn't be rushing you along, making you feel rushed, like you don't have the time and you can't enjoy your experience. You just eat and get lost, basically. I understand them not wanting you to sit around for hours and doing nothing, but still, there's that thing where you just let someone enjoy a meal. But they don't do that when they notice there's people with their family, as in adults. I mean, my sisters are grown, but they're young. You know, they're my age. Or my little sister, she's just a couple of years younger. And so they'll see... Sorry, I've just noted that one of my snakes is yawning. That was really weird to see. Just this big mouth open, looking around, yawning. It was distracting. And basically, because they're kind of younger, they'll rush them. When they see someone like in their 30s, or you know, like a grown adult, and they won't do any of that then. They'll only do it with the youngsters. So it's obvious that they think they can just get away with treating them like that, because the youngsters tend to not say so much if they're treated that way. Or at least from what I see and stuff. And I just think bad service can make or break a restaurant. I could have the best food possible, but if the service is bad and you're treated like you're rushed all the time, you feel anxious because you feel like you have to rush and eat super fast, I wouldn't want to go back. I mean, I don't care. If the server doesn't feel like smiling, they're not full of smiles, I don't care. At the end of the day, that just might be how they are. They might be having a bad day. I'm not bothered about that. I don't care if they don't say please or thank you or... But if they're constantly rushing when you're trying to eat, I don't know, I get anxiety when I feel like I'm having to eat in a rush. I struggle to eat, my stomach will hurt afterwards. You don't want to feel like that, especially at a restaurant when you're paying good money. There's another place in Bradford where we used to get Chinese food from and stuff like that. I used to like it. I mean, the first time I got it from there, I was really impressed. It was nice and fresh. And the portions were really good. The quality was good. It was good food. And then I noticed that a few times afterwards when I started getting it, it started really going downhill. Like, the fish would taste too fishy, you know, not fresh. I would be really overcooked, really overcooked. But we'd always think, oh, you know, it happens with a restaurant. I mean, they probably have so many orders, it's hard for them to keep on top of it. I'm also getting full. And so we always give it another chance and stuff like that. We'd order again. It was, you know, we understand. And we find out that when it arrives, for a start, the food took ages to arrive. Ages. But we could understand that. But it was stone cold when it arrived. Like, really cold. So the chips were really soggy. They were cold and hard a little bit. You know, it didn't taste good. The fish had dried up. You know, the fried fish we got, it was dry, it was hard, it was cold. And the portion was tiny. I mean, it wasn't even enough for one person. Normally, the portions are quite big. You can feed 2 people out of that. And that's fine, we don't expect to be given that much food. But when there's not enough food for even one person, and the portions dropped significantly like that, what the heck? You're paying a lot for it as well. So, and it wasn't just that. On the app, it says for one portion of chicken wings, you'll get 6 wings in there. And we only got 5. It might have even been 4. But it was definitely less than 6. I still like, okay, this is a bit much. There's clearly no care being taken with this. It was late, it was cold, the portion wasn't right, it was just not good at that time at all. So we called them and said, you know, what our problem is. Oh, they didn't even give us our drink. Yeah, so even our drink was missing. And we specifically said in the notes what drink we want and everything, but it was missing. And this whole order cost almost £40. So it's not cheap either. So we call them. We say what's wrong. And the guy on the phone says, oh, next time you want to order, just say what, we'll give you a 10% discount, something like that. I'm thinking, okay, that's not really good enough, but I mean, they should at least reimburse some money, because what if I don't want to order from you again, because this wasn't a good experience. Or, just do something that doesn't say, give us more money. Do you know? They could have knocked 10% off their current order instead. I mean, instead they said the next one. We were like, okay. So, a couple of weeks later, we order again. We tell them, you promised you'd give us 10% off because of what happened the last time. And the guy on the phone is like, who told you this? What's the name? When was this? And I said, I don't know who it was, because he never left a name, but we could tell you the date and the time, because I still had the receipt from when I made the order, because I ordered through Just Eat. And he didn't believe us. Starts talking to us like we're lying, saying, well, we normally provide our name and stuff like that. I'm like, we order from here quite often. We order big amounts. Why are we going to make stuff up? I even had the date and time from the time we placed that order. And, oh, another thing, when I rang the first time and I said what the issues were, the driver, he was saying, oh, but the driver left as soon as your food was ready. So basically, again, you're lying kind of thing. Like, you're not telling the truth. It had to be hot still, but it really wasn't. So we basically get called and treated like we're lying anyway. They don't call us a lie, but they treat us that way. Which annoyed me so much. And we didn't get anything for it, basically. We got nothing. And my mum now, she's like, you're never ordering from there again. With service like that, you're never ordering again. And if we ever say we're ordering from them, even as a joke, she'll be like, no, she'll get angry really quickly. Like, no. And it just left a bad feeling. If I'd been dealt with well, we would have ordered again. It would have been fine. But, I don't know. There's another place we ordered from quite regularly. The food was really good quality. It always arrived really hot and fresh. It wasn't cheap, but you could tell it was quality. You know, you were basically getting what you paid for. And their service was top notch. Really good. Once I asked, because I really like pickles in my burgers, and they do it in some of their burgers but not all of them, so I just asked, well, could you please put some pickles in this burger as well? I'll happily pay any extra that they want, you know, for extra toppings. They didn't expect that. They just said, no, it's fine, we'll put it in. And I was like, okay, thank you. So we got the burger, and they'd forgotten to put the pickles in, I think. And sorry, they did put the pickles in. I wouldn't have rang back about some pickles. I think they forgot one. I think they forgot a drink. Yeah, they forgot a drink. We were fine with that. We just called them and said, "Oh, you forgot a drink," in case the driver might be still nearby and he might just be able to drop it off for us, because we didn't have any good drinks at home. And again, it was an expensive order, so we liked it. We didn't wanted a drink with it. But otherwise, we were really happy. We always tell them, you know, whenever we order, the next time we order, and tell them how much we enjoyed it the last time. And I think that's nice for the restaurant to know when they're doing well as well, because they really are good. So a little while later, they drop off our drink. They drop off 3 chops as an apology, which isn't exactly cheap, like lamb chops. And the manager himself came to drop it off. And he was apologising to my dad. Like, he told me about this afterwards. He just came in with some chops, and I was like, did they actually give that for free because they forgot a drink? And I was like, wow, that's over and above. But, you know, things like that, it keeps you really going back, though. I mean, their service was, you can't beat it. It was really good. I think another time, my parents ordered right from the restaurant, and they just took it to the car. And they went back in, because I think they wanted pickles as well. And they said, oh, you've forgotten our pickles. We love our pickles. So they went back in and said, oh, if you just give us some pickles, like, it's fine. I'm like, no, we'll make you a new burger, it's fine. I didn't even expect the old one back. And they're like, no, just the pickle is good. No, we'll make you a new burger. So they got an extra burger for free. And mind you, each burger costs around £5.40, I think, £5.80 now. But they're good burgers. The meat is always nicely cooked, juicy, slightly pink. Really good. I think I might have this spring roll and that'll be me done. Quite full. Well, yeah. I brumated my snakes over the winter because it gives them a bit of a break and it gives me a break as well. And I took them out of brumation just last week and I'll feed them sometime in the next week. I'm just giving them time to get used to being back on a heat mat again. So they're starting to come out, look around. I think they realise it's spring and yeah, it's been nice. Bite. That was good. I really enjoyed that. I was hungry as well. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Anyway, if you enjoy the content and you'd like to see more, please do leave a like and subscribe. Tap the notification bell to keep on top of things. I'll be posting regularly, I hope. Well, I have been so far anyway. If there's anything you'd like to see for the next time, please do comment it. Or if there's anything you absolutely hate, please comment it too, but be nice. Be nice about it, please. Anyway, I hope you have a really good day. So, thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.